Hey, Joe Zarzaur here with another segment of Zarzaur Law TV. Today we're going to talk about daycare cases. As a parent, everybody's worst nightmare is entrusting your child, especially young children, to a daycare facility, whether it's a home facility or one of the chains or somewhere in between. And you get that call that the baby's injured or, heaven forbid, worse. We deal with all types of injury and the unfortunate death cases related to daycares of all sorts here at Zarzaur Law. And one of the things that I've learned over time in dealing with these cases is parents should be extra vigilant about how they select a daycare and then how they monitor the supervision at the daycare. If the daycare, for instance, doesn't have a way for parents to drop in, doesn't encourage that, if the daycare doesn't allow for some type of instantaneous monitoring of how the kids are taken care of via some type of web-based or cloud-based, rather, security surveillance type camera, then you should maybe go somewhere else. And it's not that people will do intentionally bad things necessarily, but they will do things sometimes in a negligent fashion. And when they're dealing with multiple children, it's sometimes little things get overlooked, and you can't overlook little things. For instance, there are many times where children are just handled inappropriately, and they fall and they break their limbs because their bones are not exactly as strong as older kids or adults, and so they're more susceptible to fractures. Little infants, little babies, obviously have to be cared for very carefully in regards to how they sleep, what they sleep on, how they're laid down. One case in particular, or a couple of cases in particular, involve the boppy pillows. You know, boppy pillows are designed for use while nursing, and parents have sometimes mistakenly and tragically used those boppy pillows for things other than nursing. And when that happens, you can create a situation where a child's windpipe, their trachea, is closed off inadvertently by the position of their neck. It's called positional asphyxiation. And that is a cause of death in many daycare deaths where infants are placed into a sleeping situation where their head is torqued, either by a boppy pillow or some similar type device that's within their rolling distance, if you will, and they end up, unfortunately, dying from that kind of asphyxiation. So it's really important for you to pay attention to that. The other thing you want to look for is that, and most people don't know this, but daycares in Florida don't necessarily have to be insured. The reason that's important is not that you want to make sure they're going to be held accountable, which is what we're looking at on this end in large part, but you want to know that it's a real business, right? Real businesses tend to things like insurance. In other words, they think about, okay, I want to be organized enough to where I have insurance for various things, damage in their house, injuries in their house, those kind of. If they don't carry insurance to cover their business, then maybe their business is not a serious advocation for them. And that should make you think, okay, do I want somebody caring for my child that doesn't treat this in a serious manner? In other words, are they doing this as a hobby to make extra income, like a DoorDash person or an Uber driver might do in the evenings? I don't think you want somebody doing daycare like timeshare or drive share programs. So, long and short of it is this. These are the most tragic cases we have to deal with when we're looking at injuries, lifelong injuries to children, and heaven forbid those situations that occur where the child is killed as a result of some daycare negligence. So do your due diligence on the front side. It's a scary proposition at all to leave your child with somebody else. It should be. And you should do everything, not just checking references used to be the thing that everybody felt like was enough, right? Well, that's not necessarily the case anymore. I think in today's world, with technology where it is, they should all be offering some type of monitoring source for you, so that you can see what's going on, and in the back of their mind, if they decide to ever cut a corner, they'll think to themselves, maybe I shouldn't cut this corner because it's potentially going to be on the video. Do the work on the front side in hopes that you can avoid tragedy on the back side. If you have any questions about daycare cases, you can find us on the web at zarzaurlaw.com, or you can call us at 855-HIRE-JOE. Thank you.